Well, he attack me. But Jaden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
Blessings Nation, and now welcome to the channel. Your man Jaden Chase, and another one we're going to bring on another reasoning on the topic of current affairs. So if you're new to the channel, well, I'm suggesting that you click the subscribe icon and of course, let your voice be heard. Like and share the video, and yes, drop a comment in the comment section. Now, let's get right into the reasoning. Now Nation, Vybz Kartel's attorney, Isaac Buchanan, has stated that he was not shocked at the findings in the case of Nzinga King because similar tactics were used by the JCF in the case of Vybz Kartel himself, and that some officers have a track record of giving diverse versions of the same story. And as it pertains to Vybz Kartel's freedom, well, the evidence cannot be refuted. And of course, the dancehall superstar's attorney remain confident. I couldn't hear Isaac Buchanan have to say, and they will continue the reasoning. Look and listen.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the public defender's findings. The public defender would have managed to take deposition on the sworn statements as opposed to just reviewing statements, simpliciter. And, you know, it begs the question as to perhaps it's a matter that should be revisited for the officer to be charged and brought before the court where issues of credibility can be ventilated before a judge. It does color the waters, and so it will be helpful. I'm continuing to read through it, and there's a lot of circumstantial evidence that is there. But notwithstanding, in the civil realm, the standard is a balance of probabilities, and with approaching the Attorney General will certainly have some weight behind us, so we're grateful. Notwithstanding that the DRMA has been pulled back by the Prime Minister and we no longer have those orders in place, Nzinga King still has a trial that we are focused on. She's still being charged for the mass, and there is still the need to have her prosecuted from the side of the state. So we will deal with that aspect of it while we have communication with the Attorney General's office. There's issues of client care. You know, we need to make sure that the client is okay, and, you know, as things come out in the media, so we take it one step at a time so as not to overwhelm.
Yes, Nation, and now let's continue the reasoning. And this is also why defense attorneys have to go through great lengths to re-examine even evidence presented by the prosecution, which may include physical evidence, statements made. In Vybz Kartel's case, it was during the Privy Council aspect of his appeal that the incriminating evidence was found. Evidence that suggests that tampering occurred and that the evidence used to convict Vybz Kartel and his co-accused should not have been used in open court. As simple as it was presented in the mainstream media, these are serious findings. Findings that if presented at the initial stages of the trial, there would be no trial and Vybz Kartel would have already been freed on all charges. Talk to me, Nation. Tell me if you feel like the tactics being used against Nzinga King is very similar to the tactics used by the state against Vybz Kartel. Inaccurate statements from the officers in question. Same violation of human rights. Different scenarios and instances, of course, but violation of rights nonetheless. And do you also agree with the statement that no matter what the state do, justice will be served? And then Nzinga King will be compensated. And based on the evidence found and now presented to the Privy Council, dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel and his co-accused will be released. Talk to me in the comment section open. And it is also said that Isaac Buchanan will be announcing a case date update very soon. We're not sure if I with Fox 5 or, you know. And also keep in mind, legal matters being handled in open court are not necessarily matters that attorneys will just choose to go on the record and speak about. But just as we see with Portia Simpson and all of the other ministers, as soon as the matter is on the Privy Council tribunal's desk, it will become public knowledge. But as stated, based on the evidence found, if this evidence was found during the initial trial, Vybz Kartel would have been freed from the initial trial stage. Now, also as it pertains to freedom, ShabDon, the dancehall producer from Montego Bay, St. James, has been freed. Yes, nation. ShabDon, whose given name is Linval Thomas, has indeed been freed of gun-related charges. ShabDon was initially charged with illegal possession of a firearm and illegal possession of ammunition and faced up to 10 years. However, had the charges dropped when he appeared in gun court. ShabDon is currently represented by attorney Donahue Martin Jr., who is also the attorney for Tommy Lee Sparta, a dancehall star from the same parish of St. James. Now, despite having his charges dropped as it relates to weapon offenses, ShabDon is still facing another major charge, which is the breach of the Corruption Prevention Act, which is also a very serious crime. Now, this is in relation to the allegations of bribery. Now, it is alleged that this was a person-to-person conversation. It hasn't been revealed by the JCF or by the prosecutors if any form of money was exchanged. But the report is that ShabDon offered a policeman $2 million to remove an illegal firearm from his vehicle before it was searched by another police. Initially, some had made the report seem as if this act occurred while he was behind the bars and that he wanted the weapon removed from evidence. The news outlet said this occurred at the time of the stop of the vehicle. Now, ShabDon's co-accused, Romario Scott, pled guilty and said that the firearm was his. Scott was sentenced to 6 years for the illegal possession of the firearm itself and charged 4 additional years for the charge of the possession of the ammunition. 10 years. He was represented by attorney and Queen's Counsel Tom Tavares Finson. Now, if ShabDon beats these new charges, he will indeed be a free individual. And as it pertains to ShabDon, definitely a strange scenario. It might almost feel like one step forward and a next step back, seeing that the individual was also in the vehicle traveling with ShabDon, pled guilty and said it for illegal weapon. But still, ShabDon have another case, which is that of bribery. We have said that him offer a policeman $2 million for tamper with evidence. It sounds serious. Talk to me. Tell me how you feel. If this is just something that has been cooked up by the state. We don't know. Some have even stated that these initial charges or these no charges of bribery were not there with the initial charges, and that this occurred after. We don't know. At present, this charge of bribery is the only charge standing between ShabDon and freedom. As it pertains to his co-accused, he has been sentenced to 10 years. 6 for the possession of the weapon and 4 for the possession of the ammunition. Definitely a whole heap of years. Now, if you're new to the channel, as I pass through, well, first and foremost, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and yes, more you put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and boost a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reasoning. Join the discussion. The comment section 24/7, it never lack yet. just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there, and we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. You know the sentiments. Yes, I would say, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Which is 24/7, never lucky yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. You know the sentiments, and for those who don't, them are not most settings fam. And no, we don't need no ladder. And my sentiments for you and yours is, of course, we wanna live, love, and prosper. And for wanna stay tuned until we reason again. Remember to like and share the video. Remember the share icon at the arrow icon. And from here, click it, you can share the video on any social media platform of your choosing. Until we reason again, stay tuned.